Hi guys! If you're active on LinkedIn or on YouTube, you must have definitely seen some content on FAANG. I know developers at all levels whose dream is to just somehow work for FAANG. I know people who are so irritated and frustrated with themselves and they don't find themselves good enough because they don't work for FAANG. I also know people who are really proud of themselves because they work for FAANG. What is all the fuss about? What does it actually mean? Should working for FAANG be your ultimate goal in your professional career? Does it really measure if you are a good software developer or not? Where did the term originate from? What does it actually mean? In the next few minutes in this video, we will find answers to all of these questions. So stay tuned. As you might already be aware, the term FAANG is an acronym for prominent 5 American tech companies: Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. The term was coined by Jim Cramer, a television host at CNBC, in 2013. Interestingly, when the term was coined, it had only a single A, that is Amazon. Apple was added in 2017. These 5 companies are no doubt among the largest companies in the world. Their combined capitalization is around $6 trillion. These are all well-known brands and we know the remarkable growth they have shown in the market. You might be surprised to know that this is not the only acronym that was coined. There are so many other acronyms that came over the years, but this is the one that stayed because headline writers simply loved playing with it, and it became a trend eventually. To give you an example, in 2017, Goldman Sachs came up with its own acronym FAANG, where they essentially replaced Netflix with Microsoft. This term was used for the top 5 tech companies, which were the primary drivers of growth in US market. Another acronym for the same 5 companies is GAFAM. Again, Microsoft replaced by Netflix. Why? Because these 5 companies are considered to focus more on tech than FAANG. Why is that? Because Netflix is considered to be a consumer services and media company. Now you might think that why is Amazon not classified under consumer services? Because it also has cloud hosting business, AWS, and therefore it is a significant contributor in tech space. Many investors believe that the stocks of these 5 companies act like an index for tech sector. That means that if these 5 stocks are doing well, the entire sector is doing well. As I said, there were so many other acronyms that came over the years. For example, Bank of America came up with FAANG, Financial Times came up with MAGA, Cramer came up with FAANG, and there were so many others. But if you notice, the acronym FAANG has come from stock trading point of view and not as an employer with great perks point of view, as opposed to the general notion that has been created by LinkedIn and YouTube now. Yes, I agree that these stocks have outperformed the market and consistently doing so. These companies have become a trend and a brand value in the market. If you notice the great place to work at list, especially in India, you will notice that these 5 are not always the top 5 companies. There are other companies like Intuit, SAP, Adobe, Uber, Swiggy, Flipkart, Paytm, and so many others. Of course, these companies are doing some amazing and great work. But it is not necessary that the work that you will do in these 5 companies will always be better than the work that you will do in other companies. If you are someone for whom the brand of the company that you are working for is not such a big deal, then you might actually end up loving your work-life balance and the kind of work you do more in startups or in other companies compared to these 5 companies. In my personal opinion, working for these 5 companies should never be used as an indicator of you being a good software developer or not. Your work highly depends on your team and you might end up getting a much better team in other companies than in these 5 companies. And believe it or not, the FAANG companies are under a lot of pressure now. Amazon and Google are accused for anti-competitive business practices. Facebook and Google are criticized for lack of data privacy. And Facebook is under high pressure to weed out the hate speech. I hope after watching this video, you do enough research about a company before making it your dream company. I hope you know the reasons why you are dreaming for a company rather than just because everyone else is dreaming for it. Let me know in the comments what were the new things that you came to know through this video. Did this actually change your notion for FAANG? And did you like this video? Did you find it interesting? Because it was a very different video from what I do usually. So would you like more such videos? I hope you like it. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. Thank you.